You might be in love right now. You might even think you've found the one. But what if I told you there are 7 signs, 7 silent warnings that, if ignored, will leave you emotionally drained, disrespected, and completely powerless in your own relationship? This isn't about hate. This isn't about women being evil. It's about you waking up and realizing when a relationship is slowly killing your masculine core. Stay with me until the end, because the last sign is the one most men ignore, and it's also the one that destroys them the most. Let's begin. First, she has a best guy friend or hangs around guys regularly. Let me be brutally honest. If your woman has a so-called best friend who's a man, or she constantly surrounds herself with male energy, she's not just looking for friendship. She's looking for attention, validation, backup options. You see, most men today have been so conditioned to be chill and trusting. They ignore blatant disrespect right in front of them. But a high-value man, a Stoic man, knows that a woman who needs constant male validation is not mentally committed to one man. But we've been friends since childhood. Irrelevant. Loyalty doesn't have footnotes. She can have friends, but not male orbiters she emotionally leans on. Not male confidants who know more about her mood than you do. You're her man, not one of many. Second, she has a high body count or talks proudly about her past. You ever hear a woman talk about her crazy ex like it's just a story? Or how she experimented in her 20s? Or worse, she brags about how many guys used to chase her? Wake up. A woman who has been passed around physically, especially without remorse, is damaged emotionally, whether she admits it or not. And here's the harsh truth. A woman's ability to bond deeply with a man decreases with every shallow connection she had before him. It's not about judgment. It's about psychological bonding. Too many men try to be the exception, trying to turn her chaos into peace. You're not her therapist. You're not her savior. If her past is full of trauma, instability, and recklessness, then her future with you will be built on a broken foundation. Move wisely. Third, she doesn't respect your boundaries or your leadership. You say no, she does it anyway. You ask for peace, she starts drama. You speak your truth, she mocks it. That's not a relationship. That's a power struggle. Women test boundaries to see what kind of man you are. Not with words, but with actions. You say, I don't want you going out to clubs with your single friends. She says, you're insecure. You say, don't raise your voice at me like that. She doubles down. Listen carefully. A woman who pushes past your lines is not expressing freedom. She's testing your masculinity. The more you fold, the more she pushes until you become a man she no longer respects and no longer desires. Stand firm or walk away. Fourth, she disrespects you with jokes, sarcasm, or public humiliation. Ever had a woman say something like, "You're so dramatic. Calm down, little boy." Or worst, mock your beliefs in front of others. She'll smile, laugh it off, say, "I was just playing," But deep down, she's attacking your identity. This isn't just a joke. It's a test. Stoic men know. Disrespect isn't always loud. Sometimes it comes dressed in humor. Let it slide once. She'll do it twice. Let it slide twice. She won't see a man anymore. She'll see a doormat. You don't need to yell. You don't need to punish. You just stop engaging. Because the moment a woman sees that you tolerate disrespect is the moment she stops feeling anything real for you. Fifth, she plays the victim and never takes accountability. Pay attention to how she talks about her past. My ex was toxic. My boss was jealous. Everyone turns on me eventually. Everyone else is always the problem. She never apologizes. She never self-reflects. And if you confront her about something, she flips it back on you. That's not partnership. That's manipulation. A woman who never owns her part in conflict is emotionally stuck at age 15. You can't build anything with someone who thinks growth is for others. You'll always be blamed. You'll always be walking on eggshells. You'll always be the bad guy when she feels bad. And that's a trap. You never win. Sixth, she tries to control you or your purpose. Your goals matter. Your mission matters. Your masculine energy thrives when it's focused. But some women, they feel threatened by that. She wants more time. She wants you to slow down. She wants your world to revolve around her. That's not love. That's control. The moment your ambition becomes a problem, the moment she says, "You care more about your work than me," it's already over. Because real women, powerful, feminine, grounded women, support a man with vision. If she competes with your mission, she doesn't respect you, and that means she doesn't belong next to you. Seventh, she uses sex, attention, or silence as a weapon. Last and most dangerous of all, she withholds affection to punish. She gives you the silent treatment to gain control. She teases just enough to keep you chasing. This is psychological warfare, and most men fall right into it. She wants you to beg. She wants you to feel uncertain. She wants you to break first, so she can feel powerful. But you walk. Because a Stoic man doesn't negotiate with manipulation. He sees it, he acknowledges it, and then he disappears. Because the moment intimacy becomes a tactic, it's no longer love, it's a game. And the only winning move is not to play. You weren't made to be disrespected. You weren't born to be emotionally toyed with. And no woman, no matter how beautiful, is worth the slow destruction of your masculine essence. These 7 signs, they're not just red flags, they're warnings from reality itself. You either walk away early or you crawl away later, broken, bitter, and lost. You choose. Subscribe to Mastering Stoicism if you're done tolerating low standards. Hit the bell. More videos dropping daily to help you reclaim your peace, your power, and your path. Stay calm, stay disciplined, stay untouchable. This is Mastering Stoicism. See you in the next one.